Alexandria Lewis, Blake McMahon, Gabrielle Hancock, Nathan Kogan, Jack Reese, Serenity Murphy, Madison Smith, Shreya Patel, Claire Brothers, Ayla Whiteley, Olivia Worthington, Ada Eichelman, Megan Morgan, Molly Clark, Laura Sutherland, Jennifer Brennan, Jordan Udango, Luke Yang, Trees, Sophia Hassel, Olivia Kahoon, Saki Nakamura, Ella Hyde, Abigail Lake, Hannah Golden, Owen Mathis, Connor Taylor, Gerald Francisco, Mary Jessica Collins, Peyton Rose, Gwendolyn Asbell, Olivia Campos Anzabula, Eric Mathis, Connor Casper, Julia Francis, Emily Pearl Glacier, Grace Bonixon, Jordan Jones, Caitlin McDonald, Michael Mumford, Kulin Filram Melissa Wilcox, Madison Humby, Abigail Elizabeth Lebowski, Leah Seti, Ju Hee Han, Sarah Adams, Rhonda Green, Jacob Walter, Zachary Musselman, Nathan Weber, Sarah Shiraj, Julia Leader, Alina Piper, Griffin Rida, Brianna Lee, Lucia Bell, Laura Hiddleston, Logan Austin, Olivia Hopper, Molly Pryor, Connor Close, Paul Conley, Wobble Johannes, Yuri Coles, Elise Bird, Michael Durst, Emily Kowalski, Walter Woodford, Jacob Trent, Cameron Kelly, Isabel Zala, Cecilia Clavuto, Scott Mark, Kevin Marsh, Darren Vaughn, Ryan Klein, Hunter Murray, Stan Schumann, Matthew James Rosinski, Ivy Martinson, Morgan Pascarella, Kelly Abatici, Kai Purdue, Charles Garcia, K. Michael William Davis Kerr, Paul Barnard, Samantha Lorraine, Lucinda Vandicky, Christopher Decorain, Ryan Bell, Rory Oswald, Anna Catherine Miller, Ethan Fosco, Holden Freeman, Elizabeth Phillips, Ella Emanuel, Olivia Branston, Sarah Beaver, Sadie Beck, Hannah Choi, Courtney Roberts, Megan Kennedy, Grace Reed Marshall, Catherine Haverly, Melissa Henson, Grace Brinkley, Emily Lang, Emily Howard, Sarah Slama, Madeline Murphy, Murphy Kirby, Hannah Swanee, Madeline Schuster, Madison Staley, Ronald Conrad, Maxwell White, Eve Miller, Callie Stefanko, Jazia Thompson, Emma Rambler, Noah Austin, Evan Hughes, Jazine Latiza Albuquerque, Sophie Reese, Anne Shinny Crane, Fabiana Barra Toronto, Giovanna Muralba, Brianna Thomas, Maya Roberts, Caroline Lorenz, Elizabeth Baird, Mackenzie Reed, Claire Cole, Madeline Stokes, Riley West, Courtney Whalen, Jasmine Diana Ford, Mariah.
Those persons are recommended by the faculty of the college that invented co-op, the college engineering. Now, use out.
Austin Brown, Montpellier, Wenjing Fu, Jiajin Xu, Wenchuan Wei, Cindy Tong, Yuo Wang, Han Shen Yu, Ji Wu, Lei Ying, Shu Yu Shen, Daniel Adams, Cole Minutes, Ethan Rizzo, Andrew Allen, Skylar Moore, Joseph Listening,
Jimin Conte,
Clark Ramana Mubala, Anna Clear, Tracy Downer, Brian Lewis, Caroline Rosen, Joseph Taylor, Justin Long, Andrew Perry, Christian Bell, Jacob Rocky, Michael O'Connor, Christopher Morse, David Atkinson, Nicholas Christopher Davis, Christian Morales Alvarez,
Russell Tony,
Yat Van, Reagan Remington, Joseph Schnitzer, Daniel Hendrickson, Zaman Huntsville, David Woosie, Taruf Hamid, Samuel Hills, York Barney, Timothy McNamara, Andrew Woodhoff, Alexis Ball, Sun Hong Win, Renee Carey, Nicholas Andrews, Ethan Reed, Dylan Troxel, Jamie Randalley, Jessica Moreno, Ron Guthrie, Cade Bowers Chapel, Caleb Gray, Khalid Abbasid Black, Nathan Hahn, Alexander Riddle, Kyle Woods, Caitlin Finello, Dara May Timberlake, Leah Anthony, Megan Sheff, Heather Berger, Julianne Wilkerson, Cameron Tisdale, Ben Lee, Blair Bowen, Logan Jordan, Dylan Walsh, Colin McKenzie, Prasanna Ganesh, Supreme DJ Sardi, Carl Collin, Christopher Jordies, Bryson Busher, Shot, Carter Burnett, Ralph Ross, Matthew Rush, Nick Bryson, Andrew Morris, Robert Nichols, Evan Garris, Jackson Ford, Mackenzie Murphy, Daniel Moore, James Armitage, Warren North, Candy Thurston, Benjamin Murata, Andrew Smitty, Sean Carter, Charles Cotter, Jason Ford, Jack McIntyre, Kevin Yang, Julia Massey, Jack Sonora, Ashley Neal, Sophia Lee.
Right, it's a long-standing commencement tradition to move the tassel from the right to the left side of the cap to signify the completion of your degree. So we'll give you a moment for a one-room adjustment to be out on the wrong side. All right, folks, are you ready, graduates? Let's move your tassels! Family and friends, I present to you the 2025 graduating class of the University of Cincinnati. Thank you. At this time, taking rates for the young graduates and guests in the City of University of Cincinnati alma mater. The words of the alma mater are on the screen above. If you are able, would everyone please rise for the alma mater? Thank you.
You know, if I were to start this poem, I would be here with the audience and take a feel of the ambience and pick a random person from these group of champions, and I'll ask you, how did it feel walking across stage? It's a little scary too, isn't it? You know, I may not be 100% right, but I can probably imagine how you're feeling back there. So I'll take it again. Let me know if I'm right. The poem starts now. Your heart was probably palpitating. The uncertainty of each step as you walked across stage was deeply agitated. Your confidence probably melted already. And then it felt like it was evaporating and you had butterflies in your stomach, didn't you? Because you couldn't tell if you were nervous or excited, and those mixed emotions were somewhat fascinating, and your mind was probably so busy calculating several scenarios that you had to somehow navigate, and you didn't think it would feel this way. The fear was so exaggerated. You went from I can't wait to graduate to oh my God, I've actually graduated. And just like that, the chapter ends and another waits to be cleared. Because yesterday, life knocked on my door, and I didn't answer because I was scared. And so to my surprise, when life put me on the phone, you could imagine I was less than prepared. When I picked up, I am sorry, were the first and best words that I could have said, because life had a deep conversation with me. Lots of emotions that both of us shared. And for the first time, it genuinely felt like life honestly cared. Life told me how life cries every time that we say that life isn't fair. But life isn't fair, and life understands this. How we took blame like stones unaware, and I stood there, silent. Phone pressed against my ear, realizing for once that life wasn't something clear. Hello? Hi, life, this is EJ. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm sending a call. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll relay the message. You see, life has something to share. Life said to call out the names of every student graduating here and remind them of something so dear. And so life said to call out to, I'll take a name, Baby Trust. And then life said to tell you that the world is a playing field, and life is a game, and life has given me 3 hidden rules you need to know to win the game. Rule number 1, take all the rules of life and redefine the aim. Like if a picture is 1,000 words, then print out 1,000 words and stuff it in a frame. Rule number 2, if curiosity killed the cat, then you got 8 more lives to be curious again. Rule number 3, if life gives you lemons, don't just make lemonade. Write a recipe that is worth several accolades, so that as you walk across the stage to proudly and finally graduate, you'll be able to easily cross your journey several barricades, reveal yourself beneath an emotional masquerade, and finally be unapologetically unafraid. Life is calling. And life said to call out to Emma Richardson. And life said to tell you that sometimes you and life will get sick of each other. Sometimes that deeper love will show. Some days the sun will shine bright. Some days all you'll get is snow. Some days will fly by like minutes. Some days will crawl softly and slow. But despite all the struggle, the highs and the lows, life hopes you'll keep shining, even when it hurts the most to glow. Because growth doesn't always look like progress. Growth often starts with a rejection letter, mischances in hand, no. But one thing that for some reason we always fail to know is that the seeds we plant in silence are the ones that grow the most. Life is calling. And life said to call out to Bella Carr. And life said to remind you about when you were a child, how you knocked on the doors of life and saw boundless dreams that you could achieve. How you were now aware that dreams could have limits, but still you dared to believe, even when grown-ups were looking at you like you were evil. Life said, you dream like you were 5 years old, and trust that the world still has miracles up under the sleeves. Life is calling. And life said to call out to Nick and Brenda. And life said to tell you that being afraid is normal. In fact, it's a feeling outstandingly universal. Being afraid feels like rain clouds gathering over dreams too big to hold. But fear is just the body's way of bracing for something extreme and bold. And boldness is not about being unshaken. It's about walking forward even while your legs are shaking. It's about life even when your voice is breaking. It's about holding on to life even when the earth is quaking. But life told me to tell you to not be mistaken, because there is a deeper meaning in poetry. Struggle and fear during the process of being shaped, like when a teacher teaches geometry. Life is hard. And life said to call out to make the dance. And life said to tell you that this is not the end of a chapter. This is just the very beginning. Life said to tell you that the memories you made on campus will echo louder than the TUC bell ringing. Because memories after college are like glitter in your shoe. They're like a Bruno Mars song that you never quite lose. Because they shimmer with days when we were young, wild, and free. When we were dancing in the echoes of our own symphony. But life is still calling. And if you're stuck in what exactly to say, you can say something like, hi, my name is EJ. And I'm scared that when I graduate, I will lose myself and I will find myself every day. I'm excited and nervous and scared of the future, but I think you're called anyway. You have been so unfair to me in this game. But like Kobe with a torn ACL, you better believe that I'll still get on the plane. Because person doesn't cause because the pain starts to stay. And when it's not away from person, it's so about anyway. I've been bruised, I've been broken, but I'm still breathing and I'm still holding on to the fire and refusing to fade. So even when doubt tries to dim that fire, I remind myself that this is how legends are made. And so to every dreamer who dares to believe and try, and to every long night you so survive, to every A or C that make you feel so revived, to every tear you find before the 805, you are the reason this campus will always feel alive. And so congratulations. The graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, EJ, for such an inspiring poem. Let's give EJ another round of applause. And to the class of 2025, job well done. Isn't it a great day to be a Bearcats? On behalf of the university faculty, we send our heartfelt congratulations. We are so very proud of you. And thank you for allowing us to join you on this amazing journey. We can't wait to see all that you will do in the world. And now, the second moment that you have likely been waiting for, and that is the All University Commencement Ceremony has officially concluded. Now with members of the platform party, followed by the faculty. Graduates, you will be dismissed after the faculty. Thank you all for attending the 206th University of Cincinnati All University
your attendance today. Just wanted to let you know if you'd like to head up into the stands to leave, we just don't want anybody to come down from the stands. There's plenty of room on campus to go take pictures anywhere you'd like to. We would like you to clear out of a different stadium if you could. We've got to prepare this stadium for the next event, which is coming up at 3 o'clock and the doors will open soon. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.